Ladies and gentlemen, see this seed? Do you know what we have in common with this tiny little seed? Well, you might be wondering, what on earth can we have in common with this tiny little seed? Well, we might not have much in common in terms of physique, but we do have a lot in common in terms of potential. Every grand tree we've seen out there have all started out with this tiny seed. Now, for this seed to grow into a magnificent tree, it needs 5 main things: water, sunlight, soil, nutrients, and a place for it to grow. Without these 5 things, it won't be able to grow to its highest potential. The same goes for our potentials. For us to unlock our potentials, we will need 3 main things, which I'm going to be explaining today. The first step is to believe. You see, our brains are so powerful that we are actually capable of unlocking and doing so much things. Yet, in reality, a lot of us underestimate our own potentials. Have you ever tried out a new skill, and when you do it and it doesn't work well, you start doubting yourself? Maybe I'm just not fit for this, or maybe I just don't have enough talent in this. Well, you're wrong, because in fact, we actually have the capability and to do so much more than we actually give ourselves credit for. But believing and dreaming is not enough. We need a concrete plan, which brings us to step 2, creating goals and targets. Now, setting goals is a good thing to give you a vision of what you want to be in the future. It also gives you more motivation and drives you every single day to get up and do your thing. But here comes the hardest part: taking action. Have you ever tried planning a New Year's resolution, but you end up not doing it? Well, I have, and this is not what we want to do. In order for us to unlock our true inner potentials, we need to take action. But most importantly, we need to do it with discipline and consistency. Without discipline and consistency, we could not ever succeed in our lives. Now, I would like to share a little story of how I myself unlocked my true potentials. Back when I was younger, I used to be a rather timid and observant child, and I wouldn't ever dare to befriend other people if they didn't talk to me first. But back in grade 8, it all started to change when I joined student council and became president. I was challenged, and I wasn't in my comfort zone. I was used to being in my own class, but I was forced to interact with the whole school now. But from here, I realized that the proudest accomplishments that I've accomplished in my life is not where I started out with the most talent, but where I overcome my most obstacles. Now, this is the same thing with a seed. A seed doesn't grow overnight. A seed takes time and process. And this is the same thing with unlocking our own potentials. Unlocking our potentials requires patience, perseverance, consistency, and discipline. And I believe every one of you in this room right now have your own hidden potentials, and we can all unlock it. And that is why, just like this seed, I would like you all to try to unlock your potentials by doing the 3 steps above, and also water it every day with some determination, and also nurture it with patience and perseverance. In hopes that one day, this little seed, aka you, will be able to grow into a large, magnificent tree and become who you are always meant to be. Thank you.